This is the Bitcoin halving, the boring zone, the banana zone. The boring zone, actually, I think this is drawn wrong. I would argue the boring zone on this would start in July. The banana zone would start in July, and the boring zone finishes at the end of June. So it's kind of around now. It's pretty normal. And this chart, I think, is great. This is Altcoin's ex-Ethereum total market cap. Last cycle versus this cycle. It's just beautiful. It's so cyclical. Works so well. And again, what lies ahead? Bananas. Tons of big, juicy, ripe bananas.
Wait a minute, everyone. We all agree that the crypto market never sleeps, but with countless newsletters out there, how do you choose the best one for you? Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In today's video, Raoul Pal discusses macro, crypto, wine price predictions, the banana zone, when crypto goes parabolic, the exponential age, culture, and general mayhem.
This is election years. Election years, you get this summer run into August, sideways, election, banana zone, end of year. So the whole banana zone, you can see the shape of it there with a slight kink in it over the September-October period as everyone gets nervous about the election. That's what we should expect. So soon, as they say here in Cayman, soon come. I don't know when, just relax over it. When does the real banana zone happen? The real banana zone happens October, November, December, and then explodes the following year. We go back to the seasonal cycle. We get this run here, sideways, another big run here. I mean, this chart suggests that altcoins, by this measure, market cap could 10x from here. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. It suggests they go to 7 trillion, which is where I'm starting to get to this is a 10 to $15 trillion cycle is where we'll get to on the way to $100 trillion. I think if you take, let's say you've grown your bag from unit 1 to unit 5, and let's say you're a superhero, you get out of the top, you will not invest unit 5 down. What happens if the market doesn't go down 70%? What happens if it goes down 40 this time because of the institutions? And you're stuck, and then the market's going up, and then you put in 1, and then before you know it, you've fucked the whole thing up. It's so easy to screw it up because you're in psychology. So what I really like to do is, if I can, I'll leave it all in. I won't this time because I want to take some lifestyle chips. I've got some things I want to do. But other than that, I'll keep the rest in. I don't know what else I want to buy. And I just think of the sell-offs as a gift. We have to change our heads around sell-off bad. You've got to think sell-off good. Now, that doesn't mean that's for everybody. You should think, what do I need out of this? And I'll take what I can from that. And then I will continue with the rest. If you're 24 years old or whatever, just stay in, for God's sake, and keep buying.
Bitcoin has been consolidating inside a descending parallel channel since its March 2024 bull run to a new record high of around $74,000. Each time BTC tests the upper trend line as resistance, it retreats toward the lower trend line, only to rebound upon hitting it. BTC price is undergoing a similar scenario as of June 24, pulling back after hitting the upper trend line at around $72,000 2 weeks ago. The BTC/USD pair is now heading toward the lower trend line, which coincides with the psychological support level of $60,000. Interestingly, the $60,000 downside target is closer to Bitcoin's 200-day exponential moving average, 200-day EMA, the blue wave, at around $58,000. This confluence increases BTC's probability of approaching the $58,000, $60,000 range in July. Independent market analyst Teddy Kleps anticipates Bitcoin to slide towards $61,000, as this level is the 21-weekly EMA and historic support. Since the BTC bull run started, every correction landed on the 21-weekly EMA and bounced off it, Kleps argues, adding, "We are approaching it as we speak. If history repeats, 61 is the bottom." Bitcoin's ongoing consolidation trend is true to what Michael Novogratz, founder of Galaxy Digital Holdings, predicted in May. He argued that BTC will trade within the $55,000, $75,000 zone throughout Q2 2024. Novogratz expects new market events to drive prices higher after the stagnation that followed bull runs fueled by the launch of spot US Bitcoin ETF and Bitcoin's halving. Strong economic readings and fading optimism over Federal Reserve rate cuts, Novogratz says, are the reasons for the current market pause. The $55,000, $75,000 consolidation will continue until economic slowdown or post-election regulatory clarity, according to the investor.
Here's Bitcoin volatility, getting right down to that 20% historic volatility line, 10-day. When it gets there, it leads to whopping fucking rallies, i.e. banana zone. And you see the size of these rallies, 83%, 85%, 214% in 2, 3, 4 months. And it also happens in Solana. And the numbers are bigger. I mean, look at that. September 2023, 521% in 3 months. That was only recently. We've forgotten about that because the space is so fucking dumb. The moment it trades sideways, it's like it's all over. It's because, and I get it, everybody's hopes and dreams are in a banana zone. That's what the banana zone actually is. It's a representation of everybody's hopes and dreams. I get it. And I know it matters to people a lot. It matters to me a lot. And so when it doesn't happen, you start having that conflicting voice in your head is, what happens if it doesn't happen? What happens if it doesn't happen? What happens if it doesn't happen? Fuck, am I going to feel stupid? Have I fucked this up? Really, just stick with the program. I went through in such detail in that 2.5 hour show about why it's very, very, very likely to play out again. And I stick with that. Whether it starts next week, next month, or even September, I don't know and I don't care. What you can't do is start turning on each other the moment the bloody thing turns sideways. It's ludicrous. Yes, sideways markets in the majors means a complete bloodbath in the stupid shit you picked up, which is why don't fuck this up. Only have a small portion of stupid shit. They're fun to have. We like it. But if you have too much of this stuff, the moment the dancing stops or the music stops, these things collapse to the floor. So this is why I try and explain to you why to have the majority in larger cap tokens that have proven network effects that are working. Then you can speculate and be a true degen with the other stuff. If not, you're going to end up angry and bitter. And all you'll see on Twitter is some bloke who made 100x, and you're like, it can be mean X, and before you know it, you'll go to 0. So please, please, please don't do that.
In contrast to Novogratz, Marcus Thielen, founder of 10x Research, predicts Bitcoin will break out of its consolidation range and decline toward $50,000, citing the potential realization of a double-top pattern. A double-top pattern forms when the price reaches two similar peaks with a slight dip in between, maintaining support above a common line known as the neckline. This pattern typically resolves when the price breaks below the neckline, potentially falling by an amount equal to the distance between the peaks and the neckline. As we've observed over the past 3 months, range trading is a complex phase, often marked by several false breakouts, Thielen wrote, adding, topping formations have historically left the average retail investor vulnerable, with many altcoins experiencing significant drops. Meanwhile, the descending channel range appears like a classic bull flag pattern, a bullish continuation setup that forms after the price consolidates inside a downward sloping range following a strong price rally. Bull flags typically resolve after the price breaks above the upper trend line and rises by as much as the previous uptrend's height. This puts the Bitcoin price target at $88,000, a new record high, as a primary upside target for July or August, if this bullish scenario plays out. Additionally, Bitcoin's daily relative strength index is the most oversold since August 2023. This could be a precursor to a potential recovery period, boosting BTC's chances of reaching its bull flag target. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Zella. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.